Hi, this is Asa, and welcome to my audio experience.
In this show, we want to help you really reach your potential and be your best version. That's what it's all about. Making the right choices every single day, knowing what to do, knowing how to eat, knowing how to exercise, to do the right kind of things. Why? Because you're worth it. You know, there's no one like you. No one. No one has the same thumbprint that you have. No one has the same hair follicle on their head that you have. And no one has the same retina in their eye that you have. You were made special, you were made unique, and you were made in a very, very powerful way to do something great on this earth, to have the energy and the vitality, to be who you were designed to be for your kids and your grandkids, for your job and for what you've been called to do. You want to have the energy to do that, and you want to have the body to be able to do that and the vitality to do that. And we want to see you win. So on this show, we want to help you, whatever it takes. Look, make sure to give me a call. You can call 888-283-7272. You can go to our website, go to believehealthtv.com. Go to any part of anything that we do, and we will respond. Look, our health coach providers are all over the country. We can help you with whatever you're struggling with. If you need somebody to lock arms, then you can do that. And also, one thing that's really important for you to know is we have a health club. And this is a club of people. It's our community. And it's this tribe of believers that really just stand with each other. If somebody has lost 100 pounds, you know that you can find someone there that's been through the trenches and knows how to do that. If someone, maybe they've been on blood pressure medications, 4 or 5 of them, and they've learned how to come off of them with the help of their doctor, and they can help you do that. Maybe somebody's had diabetes, and they were taking insulin and metformin, all these crazy drugs. They lost 40 pounds. They got off all the medications. They're living their best life. Look, there's people like that that can help you. They're in the health club, our believers. That's what I like to call them. We're all believers. We know that there's a better day coming. We know that we can get better. We know that our body is a temple, and that if we take care of it, that it will grow and it will transition and it will get better every single day if we make the right choices. So it's up to you. It is. It's not up to me. It's up to you to make the right kind of choices in life. We don't want to see you fail. We want to see you really do well. So I'm going to go to the phones here in just a minute. And I want you to realize that if you can DM me, email me, whatever, but we're always going to be here for you. All right, let's get on the phones and talk to Ellen. Hi, Ellen. What is your health challenge?
Hi. My question is, I have hemochromatosis, and they're taking blood out of me, phlebotomy, about once a week. And I want to know if there's a different way to treat this, as in change of diet, because I really don't like the idea of them taking the blood every week, and I don't feel well after they do it.
Sure. Yeah. It's one of those things that hemochromatosis is definitely a challenge. One thing I would tell you, as you're working with your medical team in whatever capacity that you're working with them, I would talk to them about nutrition and see what they're okay with. I've got a lot of ideas, thoughts, and strategies. We've got our health coach providers that can help you along the way, but it really does come down to what you eat every single day that makes a difference. In hemochromatosis, obviously, there's a genetic component. But you can make your body function and work better in that environment with kind of the cards that you've been dealt, if you will. There's a great way to do that. So if they say, hey, we want you to do this nutrition method or this whatever method they say, or if they give you the green light, then get in touch with one of our health coach providers. If anything, get a copy of my book. We're giving it to you for free, so just go get it. It's a free hardback copy of my bestseller. Just go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com, or just go to believehealthtv.com. Wherever you want to go, we're there to help you, just to be a blessing, to help you along the way, to know that you don't have to be stuck. Because in a situation like this, it can feel that way. You don't need to feel drained when you've had that done. There are ways to make your body feel great and have the kind of energy levels that you need and want to have, but you just got to have the right tools and strategies to do that, and we can help you. So the book will be a great blessing to you. It'll get you on the right path of a good basic anti-inflammatory based diet, and that can really get you down the path. Our health club and our health university, that is where you really dig deeper, get around people that believe the same way you do. And there's a course that you can take, our master class, that teaches you with these short videos how to live a healthy lifestyle from A to Z. And I encourage you to look at that, because it'll be a great blessing to you and take you down the right path of where you need to be. Now, one of the things I love to talk about in this more than anything is the desire to want to get well, the desire to want to be better today than you were yesterday. If I could have a tribe, which we do, that's our health club, our tribe of believers that believe that they can be better, that they're better today than they were yesterday, that what's ahead is better than what's behind. That's where you have to be mentally. Like, this whole health game is a mental game, let me tell you. It is. You got to do the work. You have to put in the work, but it's a mental game at the end of the day to really get your life in a position where you want it to go. So make sure to send me an email. Go to the website. You can send it there. DM me and go to myfreehealthbook.com. You can get anything you need there. We can help you along the way. Look, if you're struggling with something with your health, anything, and our health coach providers are really, they're there to help you. All right. We've got Jonathan in Hawaii that sent us an email, and he said this. He says, I'm struggling with gout in my big toe, and I don't really know what to do. Can you help? All right. Gout's pretty simple. I know it doesn't feel simple. I know it hurts. But at the end of the day, what is gout? Gout is just the body's inability to not break down proteins very well. It's very common. The medications they work really well. So it's easy to just get gout and take the meds and be okay. So that's true. But the question is, like, do you want to get rid of it? Like, and not have it anymore? That's what I would focus on. I would focus on, okay, what's wrong? When you have gout, your body's not breaking down proteins well. So it forms these called uric acid crystals. And these crystals, of course, they're very, very small, but they're very painful. And if they don't get handled, I mean, they're really painful. So they get into the joint, and that causes the swelling and the inflammation and the pain. So to stay away from that, you've got to stay away from what's called oxalic acid. And oxalic acid is really, really high in dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, right? So I know, it's like those are the healthy things. But if your body doesn't handle oxalic acid well, those can be a bad thing for you. So you want to jump in and not do those things. You want to make sure you're not eating those kind of foods. There's a whole list of those. If you go to my book, go to myfreehealthbook.com, and we'll send you a free copy of that. It's got the list in there. And it has all the anti-inflammatory diet in there, all the food list, everything's there. So get a copy of that, and I think it'll be a real blessing to you. It'll help you along the way in this journey. But with gout, obviously if you've got it right now and you got a major flare-up, then do whatever the doctor's telling you. But on the preventative side, like moving forward, to get your body breaking proteins down well, eat the right kind of foods, avoid the wrong kind of foods, for you, that's what I would follow the food list that's in the book, because I think it'll help you along the way. And our health coach providers can help you along the way too. If you ever need help, just let them know. That's a big key. But I'm telling you, gout is no fun. And when I say no fun, I mean it is no fun. It's painful. And I'll tell you two little things that'll help. Let me give you this. In the whole gout process, breaking down proteins, after the age of about 35 or 40, we start losing our body's ability to break down proteins as well. And we lose our hydrochloric acid in our stomach, starts to decline. The way to increase that is there's supplements called betaine hydrochloride that you can take. And there's also apple cider vinegar, which has been around forever. Now, apple cider vinegar, they make them in little gummies now. They make the raw apple cider vinegar. You take 2 tablespoons with your meals, but it's a major, major deal. It works, and it helps to break down proteins. It raises hydrochloric acid, and many people that struggle with gout that do that start to see, from a preventative side, it work very well. And it's because you're getting that hydrochloric acid up in the stomach, so it's able to break down your foods much better. Now, again, you want to be careful too with not doing chicken and beef and a lot of the heavier proteins, fish, eggs, even the vegetarian type proteins like peas. Those are a lot easier on the system, especially if you're in the middle of a gout flare-up, but that can make a huge difference overall. So I would encourage you to kind of look down that path. The anti-inflammatory diet that's in my book, that will make a major difference regardless of what you're struggling with.
If you're looking for increased strength, increased endurance, and better recovery, then look no further than an all-natural nutritional supplement called creatine hydrochloride. Concrete is the brand, and it's the most absorbable form of creatine hydrochloride found to date. Now, creatine is not just for athletes. You've probably heard that before, but creatine hydrochloride is for the everyday person looking to improve their health. Listen, I started taking creatine in college when I was a strength and conditioning coach at Florida State University. And I've taken it ever since my college years. And it's made a massive difference in my life. Everything in my body, I believe, is functioning better because of creatine. Creatine hydrochloride I've moved over to using Concrete, and it is the best form of creatine on the market. Concrete creatine hydrochloride is available at most Walmart stores and on walmart.com or any store that carries nutritional supplements. Just make sure to look for Concrete brand creatine hydrochloride and watch your endurance, your strength, and your recovery and your immune system get boosted today.
To find out more, connect with On Call Radio online at InShapeNetwork.com.
Let's talk about this. And get some water. You better be drinking your water, by the way. I hope you are. Remember, half your body weight in ounces. I struggle to get it in every day. Look, I'm not going to tell you what I weigh, but I weigh, a good size for an athlete. And I have to drink over a gallon of water. That ought to tell you that right there. So I drink over a gallon of water every single day, no matter what. And I'll tell you what, if I don't drink that much, I feel it. I can tell a difference in my mental clarity, my performance, my exercise, my vitality for that day, all of it. Like I could tell a huge difference if I'm not drinking the water and the fluid that I need to be taking in every single day. So just encourage you to do that. Make sure you're getting enough fluid in the right way, in the right amounts, each and every day, half your body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, you need 100 ounces of water, right? If you're 150 pounds, 75 ounces of water. But just make sure to do that. It makes a big difference. Give me a call. You can call the number, 888-283-7272. Go to the website, believehealthtv.com. Go there. You can always get what you need. We're there for you each and every day. All right, let's get on the phones and talk to Oscar. Oscar, what is your health challenge?
I am calling on behalf of a friend of mine who wants to shed 80 pounds in 5 months. She is about 5'11",
okay,
and she's looking for a way to shed 80 pounds in 5 months.
So 80 pounds in 5 months is a big goal. There's an average weight loss of like 2 pounds a week max, but it can be done. The serious weight loss like that, it can be done for sure. I would definitely get someone to work with her, a health coach provider. She can get to one of our retreats. We have those now every couple of months. So get in our health club. Our health club is where you'll find out all that information and kind of get the help, encouragement that you need. Look, there's people that have lost 100 pounds in the health club. It's our tribe of believers. You can go online, join it, simple. And you got a private Facebook group that we meet in. I go in there and teach as well. But getting around people that understand, hey, this is hard, because 80 pounds in 5 months is a lot, okay? And that there's some things that will have to be done. I don't know that it depends on her body. The good news is she's 5'11", right? She's got some height working for her, so that's great. But I would get with our health coach providers. I would get inside of our health club, look at and get with people that have walked down that path. I mean, we'll do everything we can, but her eating habits have got to be rock solid. Her drinking habits as far as water, exercise twice a day most likely. She has to get on a routine that's second to none, right? And she's got to be serious. She's got to do the work. She got to have her mindset every single day. It's got to be rock solid. It can't waver. 6 days a week, probably 2-a-day workouts, perfect diet, mindset strong, good sleep at night, the whole nine. But it can be done. And I'll tell you, most likely she can go keto in this process. The ketogenic diet, one of the best diets for something like this, when someone needs to shed the weight like that, and it does work, and it's safe, and it's healthy. And I'll tell you, I've got some really good friends at Keto Chow that make keto really easy. So if you haven't checked them out, go to ketochowshake.com. Just check them out. It's a meal replacement shake. I talk about it a lot. You've probably seen it. And I use it myself. But Keto Chow you just mix it with water. You can add fats to it like butter, cream. There's different ways of doing it. But you can get your protein in and your nutrients in, which has got vitamins and minerals with it every single day, all throughout the day, and then do a heavier meal that's more keto focused in the evening, and the body just responds to it in a great way, and it makes it really simple. That's why I like Keto Chow. You can go to Keto Chow Shake. That's where you go, ketochowshake.com. Now, look, if you don't have a copy of my free book, please go get it. All right, just go to we're going to send it to you for free, myfreehealthbook.com. Super easy, super simple. We want to help encourage you to go to that next level with your health in your life, knowing that if the body can get sick, it can also get well. Look, your lifestyle is your medicine. Every single day, making the right choices to be the best version of you, that's the key. But don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Don't let the doctor say you're going to be on this medicine for the rest of your life. You may be on it for a while, but that's determined by you and your will and your focus to be able to make better choices, because that's the one thing that you are in charge. You're in charge of you. So glad you're with us. Look, let's talk about something right now that's really important. Our kids matter, and especially when they're younger. You're in charge of them, right? Parents, single parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, whoever's taking care of them, our kids really do matter. And there was a study that was done about preschoolers and how much they eat and obesity that's going on with their kids. Look, 1 out of 3 of our young people right now, under the age of 11, I'm going to say that again, 1 out of 3 of our kids under the age of 11 have been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. That's crazy. that's staggering. It's something that should not happen. We've got to really be careful with things like that to know that it's up to us. Like kids don't, of course they're going to want to eat junk food and sugar and eat all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, the parents are the ones that regulate that. You can say no. It's okay to say no. They can't have 4 Cokes a day or 4 sodas a day. It's okay to say no. They can't eat French fries at every meal. It's okay. That you've got to lay that out as a mom and a dad and a grandparent and a guardian of any kind to guard. That's why they call it a guardian. You're guarding their life. You're guarding them making the right choices. You're guarding so that they flourish and become the child and grow into who they're supposed to be as a human. Like, it's just important that we lead and guide in that way. Well, they found that kids that watch television while they're snacking eat 30% more. Did you know that? So if you sit your kid down in front of their tablet, now it's the tablet, right? The iPad or whatever it is. You set them down in front of that and give them a snack, they're going to eat 30% more. So it's better for them to eat their snack at the kitchen table. Like, whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to eating at the kitchen table or the little bar at the table and talk to your parents, or talk to your brother and sister and eat a sandwich or eat carrots and broccoli or eat whatever you're going to eat? Like, whatever happened to that? So if you do that, they say that most people eat less if they do that than if they were, sitting or sitting in front of the TV or a screen of some kind. So monitor that. Not only should you be monitoring the foods, mom and dad, of your kids, make sure to be monitoring where they are, right? Like their environment. Control that. Guard that. Because if you don't, somebody else will. And that's something that is always stuck with me as a parent myself, is that if you don't guard that, someone else, it will. And it's vital for us to take care of our kids and to give them the right kind of foods and the right tools, because they have to get that at home. They have to. That has to happen at home. And on this show, we want to encourage that. We want to help that and get you going in the right direction. Look, we want to see you become the best version of you and reach your potential. We want our kids to have the same opportunities. But guess what? If you're leading at home, if you're eating the right kind of food, you're exercising, you're making the right choices. Sure, you can have a pizza. It's not about not having a pizza. But you've got to be able to make the right kind of choices every single day so that your kids are watching you going, because kids don't do what we say. I know you want them to, but kids don't do what we say. They do what we do. That's what they watch. I did something the other day, or I watched my daughter do something the other day, and I said, why are you doing that? She said, well, you do it. And she's right. And it was something so simple and so little and petty, but still I called her on it. You know what? She called me on it because it was something that she'd seen me do. It was nothing. But the reality is she's watching. Your kids are watching every little thing that you do. Your grandkids, guess what? They're watching. Don't slip. Take every opportunity you can to be that example so that your kids and all those around you that you're influencing every single day can really thrive in everything that they do. Look, influence, especially with our health, it matters.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to AsaRx.com and get your free book today. Did you know that you can listen to the AsaRx audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at AsaRx.com/experience.
To find out more, visit the show online, InShapeNetwork.com.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're with us. This show is about you. It's about your health, and it's about your life. If the body can get sick, it can also get well. Lifestyles are medicine. The choices we make today can and will determine the kind of health you're going to have. If you haven't joined our health club, you have to do it. Go to the website, go to BelieveHealthTV.com, and look at our health club. Our health club's great. It's all people from all over the world that have come together in one place, real believers that believe it's all possible, that their health is their greatest wealth, that it doesn't matter about yesterday, it matters about the choices they're making today. And look, somebody may have lost 100 pounds. They can help you do it. Someone may have come off all their medications. They can teach you how to do it using these principles that we teach. And the other thing is so amazing are the testimonies and the stories of people that have just won. They've won these battles. They've won the struggles, and they're doing amazing. I want to see you do amazing. I want to see you become the best version of you and reach your potential every single day. Look, if you haven't got a copy of my book, myfreehealthbook.com, we're giving that to you. I want to see you get on this journey so you can thrive. It's all about that. It's about making the right decisions each and every day to do that. The anti-inflammatory diet, it's in my book. It is such a blessing and a great tool for you. So look, go to myfreehealthbook.com, get that, check it out, and make it a part of everything you're doing. All right, let's get on. Oh, by the way, you can send us an email, DM, at any of the social media, of course, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of them. Send us that, and of course, we'll make it part of the show, or we can answer in private, whatever you want. But right now, we got people lined up on the phones. You can give us a call, 888-283-7272. Let's get on and talk to Donna. Hi, Donna. What is your health challenge?
I'm calling regarding my high ferritin levels. I've been diagnosed with hemochromatosis, and I've started phlebotomy, which I'm looking for an alternative to taking blood out of my body.
Yeah, so one of the big deals with hemochromatosis, and we get calls on this often, a lot of emails about it. It's one of those things that you really have to look at and say, okay, like it's a genetic condition, but what can I do, right? When you get the blood taken or drawn, it can make you really tired, lethargic, and not feel great. So what do? When you go see your doctor, and I'm glad you got a good medical team, just follow them with what they have to say, obviously. Talk to them about nutrition, though, because every medical team is a little bit different in their thought and their take on nutrition. So I'm real cautious to just start firing out things to you in specifics, because I'm huge at being respectful to any medical team that has somebody on a specific protocol. You always want to follow that. A lot of docs will downplay one thing to upplay their thing, and I'm not into that. Like, if you're under care, you need to stay under that care. We're glad to help and suggest. I will tell you, the anti-inflammatory diet's got a whole food list in there that is beneficial. Now, those foods are all inflammation lowering. That's going to just be helpful for your health in general. Maybe get that and go show it to them. But getting the right plan together and strategy, you don't want to wing it. This is something you just don't want to wing it with. You need a strategy to be able to follow and really take it down the right road. So you can always, once you ask them that, kind of go through nutritionally what they're saying, get in touch with one of my health coach providers. They can help you. They can hold you by the hand, take you by the hand, and walk you down that path. Okay, you can always just go to believehealthtv.com and get with anybody there. We've got a whole staff and team there that can help you along the way. Okay, but I'm so glad you asked that question. It's a tough one, and there's genetics involved, right? So when you have genetics and when there's that factor, it's a game changer, because it's not just your lifestyle. There's stuff in there genetically that is causing that and making that occur. So you have to be really be cautious with the kind of the movements that you make around that. Okay, but make sure to touch base with somebody there, and they can really help. Now, if you haven't got a copy of my book, go to myfreehealthbook.com. Check it out. We're sending it to you. Why? Because we want to see you thrive. We want to see you do great. We want to see you be the best version that you can be for your loved ones, your friends, your family members, your coworkers, everybody around you. Want to see you win. And that's the best way to do it. Look, your choices matter every single day. Are you drinking your water? I'm going to challenge you for that. Here's a little challenge for right now. Things you can do right in the kitchen, your daily dose. Are you drinking half your body weight in ounces of water every single day? I hope you are. I've got mine right here. I drink it nonstop. And it's one of those things. Water is so important. I think it's one of those things that we don't talk enough about. Like, it's one of those things that we think everybody just knows, like sleep. Like, oh yeah, you need to sleep. Or, oh yeah, of course you got to drink water, right? But it's more than that. Like, it's knowing that you have to drink a certain amount every single day to really be healthy. Not sodas, not juices, not milk. Like, it's not just fluid. Like, it's drinking enough every day to really make an impact on the body. And it's really about putting the right amount in. You want high energy levels, you drink water. Half your body weight, 200 pounds, drink 100 ounces of water a day. All right, now we're going to talk about one of my not favorite foods right now. Like, when I say I don't like this is how bad this food is. This right here. Like, I threw up eating this food when I was a kid. So my mom and dad, I have amazing parents. They're no longer with us. And I have the most amazing parents. One thing is, my mom cooked a home-cooked meal every single night. Like, I'm so spoiled in that way, blessed in every way to have that. But I was adopted. So from the moment they brought me home, every single day, I think my mother made a meal. Home-cooked meal my whole life. There was one food that, like, when I smelled it, it just made me sick. And it was squash. I mean, it was the one thing. One time, I'd hate it. I just disliked it so much that one time I like put it in my napkin, right? Like scooped it off my plate, put it in the napkin and said, yeah, I ate it or whatever. And of course it's in the napkin. I was a kid, right? I got totally caught with it, but I had thrown up. So she understood. Regardless, I didn't like it at all. Now I love it. Now I can eat it and I eat it all the time. But squash is a superfood. And it's the one vegetable, like we talk about omega-3 fatty acids a lot, it's the one vegetable that is loaded with omega-3 fats. Most of the time you have to do fish or eggs, walnuts to get high amounts of omega-3 fatty acids, but in squash, it's loaded. Now, here's the other thing about squash that's really good. Squash is great because what it does is it helps with antimicrobial protection throughout the body. So anti-parasitic, antiviral, antibacterial in the gut, in the microbiome, which is phenomenal and really, really important, especially in the day and time that we live in now. It's also good for prostate health. Guys, if you have prostate issues where your prostate is swollen and you've got those swelling kind of issues, it's amazing. Really, really powerful for that and very, very helpful in that way. So I encourage you, if you have a prostate issue, look into squash. The other thing is it's strong anti-cancer. It's one of those vegetables that has really strong anti-cancer properties, about 40% across the board protection when it comes to cancer. I know. It's amazing. Now, the other thing is really good about squash is it's great for your eyes. Great for eye health. And again, one of those things that when you eat squash, the good thing is it's very low in calories, high in fiber, and it's got all these nutrients in it. And people ask me all the time, like, how do you cook it? How do you prepare it? Squash is one of those things that it doesn't really matter. You're not going to overcook it. Well, I guess you could. But for the general people, and you know how to cook it, broil it, whatever. Even if you put it in olive oil, or not olive oil, but butter and coconut oil, and you want to simmer it or whatever, that's fine too. Any way you want to cook it is good. I like eating it raw in salads, but it's one of those things, like even in the other squash family, like the butternut squash, you've heard of that? It's loaded with all of this. So adding these kind of foods to your routine on a regular basis makes a big difference. Look, the foods that you eat every single day, they become who you are. Like, we are what we eat, just like Granny. My granny said that from when I was a little kid. I never listened. Like, my granny said that all the time. Honey, you are what you eat. I was like, okay, give me another Twinkie, right? Like, it was a kid. I was just like, whatever. I was a real thin kid, and I was like, could eat whatever. But the older I've got like 3 doctorates. I've been through all this school, board certified nutrition, and I'm serious. Like, if somebody had asked me, like, define what we should do to be healthy in one sentence, right? I would say you are what you eat. Like, that is the wisdom. And it's so true. So on this show, we want to help you make the right choices. Squash is one of those superfoods. We're talking about that. But at the end of the day, everything you put inside your body becomes your body. And the good news about it is, if you put the wrong things in, you can start today by putting the right things in and make the body function in an amazing way. You don't have to be stuck where you are. Now, one of the things we got to get into for just a minute, I'm going to get to the phones in just a second. I see you there, so don't go anywhere. Okay, I got you. So don't go anywhere. One thing I want to talk about, though, really important, you can send me a DM, all the social media. I'm so glad you've all joined. You've subscribed on YouTube. I appreciate that. Keep doing that. Keep subscribing and sharing everything that we post. Send it to other people. You may not be a doctor. This is what I say all the time. You may not have gone through like 18 years of education like I did, which is like a lot of my lifetime. But you can take the information that I give you and you can share it with other people. And by you doing that, it's like you being a provider in their life. You're being a friend, an encourager. And if you can help someone, if they're struggling with diabetes or weight loss or whatever it is, and you share that information with them, guess what? You've made a major difference in their life. And that matters. It matters with everyone, every single day. So to make those kind of choices every single day, you can set up to do that and really make an impact. I want to encourage you to never stop. People need you, and we need you to be that encouragement. You know that all of us in a day's time, we influence about 9 people around us. Okay, in a day's time, you at least almost doing nothing, you're going to influence 9 people. So my question is, what are you doing to influence those 9 people? What kind of life are you living or leading to be able to influence those kind of people? What kind of choices are you making around those that love you and need you and watch you, and they're looking at you to make those kind of choices to really make a difference in their life? Are they even seeing you to a point where it can be even noticed, right, for you to be making that kind of change? So the question is, what are you doing every single day to really make a difference in their life? And I want to encourage you that whatever it takes to do that, whatever tools that you need to be able to do that, we want to help you to reach your potential and become the best version of you.
Want to turn back the clock 15 years and have more energy? This is Dr. Asa telling you to just breathe with LiveO2. LiveO2 delivers the right amount of oxygen we need for optimal health. Go to liveO2.com. That's liveO2.com.
Connect with On Call Radio and watch On Call TV at InShapeNetwork.com.
Let's get on the phones and let's go with Brittany. Hi, Brittany. What's your health challenge?
My question is there anything that I can do to help strengthen my heart?
Okay, that's a great question. Now, to strengthen your heart, I would do a couple of things. One is, if you're over the age of 40, 45-ish, I want you to get settled into something. Okay, I used to be so easy on this concept, and the more I've learned about it, the more I've lived it myself, I'm sold on it, and I'm never going to back away from it. Okay, like I'm okay with 6 days. I sometimes do 7 days, but you have to be active and do something with exercise 6 days a week, minimum of 15 minutes. I don't care what it is. It's it. Like, it needs to be part of your life every single day, no matter what. No matter what. All right. That's to strengthen your heart. Number one. Number two, I would say your eating habits. If you're really concerned, I would look at more of a plant-based diet, an anti-inflammatory diet that's in my book. If you don't have a copy of it, we're giving it to you for free. Just go to myfreehealthbook.com. They'll give you a copy of that. But the anti-inflammatory diet, plant-based diet, those are the two that we know for a fact with all the research will strengthen your heart. It'll make it stronger, the vessel stronger, and it's not hard. Like, these are foods that are very easy to eat, that are not difficult and can make a big difference. So I encourage you, get a copy of the book or follow the anti-inflammatory diet, do that, and look at what it'll do heart-wise. Now, there's things like supplements you can look at, like CoQ10 is really good. Using things like apple cider vinegar, very, very good. We know that turmeric is very, very good for strengthening the heart. But I would look at omega-3 fatty acids, things like cod liver oil, and getting a blood test done to see what your omega-3 fats actually are. But like stress levels, you want to strengthen your heart, got to have lower levels of stress that you can manage, a great attitude, a high capacity for forgiveness and forgiving others. There's so much to it. I will tell you this. I don't know what medications you're on because you didn't tell me, but I will tell you that your fluid intake makes a major difference. All right. How much fluid you're drinking on a regular basis, that matters. So I'll say it, and I say it a lot, and I'll say it again. Half your body weight in ounces every single day. It is a gold standard. So if you weigh 200 pounds, 100 ounces of water every single day, it matters. So much of what we talk about here really lands on you, right? It's about making the right kind of choices every single day. No one can do it for you. Like your friends, your family members, your coworkers, your loved ones. No one can take responsibility. I can't take responsibility for you. You have to take responsibility for you each and every day. So we want to help you. We want to encourage you and equip you to be able to do that. Go to the website, go to believehealthtv.com. We've got all kinds of things there that can bless you and encourage you, help you along the way. The other thing is we're giving away a copy of my book to you, 100%, just to be an encouragement to you, to help you along the way in your journey in finding better health and making better choices. The anti-inflammatory diet, 100%. is the best way to go. It lays everything out, gives your body the things that it needs to be able to thrive, okay? Now, I want to hit on alcohol for just a minute, something that I get a lot of emails and DMs about. By the way, you can send me an email, phone call. If you want to call us, we'll make you part of the show. But they're saying that binge drinking may double older people's risk of dying. Now, I don't know where you are and what stage of life you're in. I don't know how you do your life, but binge drinking after like college, probably not a good idea, right? Your 20s, you can get away with it. But when you hit 30, 40, 50, especially in your later years, it's not something you want to be doing. They're even saying now that moderate drinking, whatever moderate is, right? Some people, moderate is a drink every single day, or 2 drinks a day, or 2 or 3 drinks 3 times a week. Like, everybody has their own schedule. But if you're drinking alcohol consistently, it's moderate, okay? No matter however you want to define it to yourself, it's moderate. And that is it's a really a pathway for disaster. If you're looking for longevity and good life and high quality of life and high energy and quality, it's not the way to go. So I want to encourage you, if you're one of those people that do alcohol, do it very, very lightly, like 1 drink a week, 2 drinks a week, 1 glass of wine. And don't tell yourself, look, even if you're drinking a glass of wine every single day and you're like, because my doctor said it's good for my heart, go look at the research on alcohol and what it really does to your system over the long term. And you may have a little bit different take on that, but I'll tell you that the binge, though, the heavy drinking and all that has to stop. Like, if you're doing that now and you've got a problem with it, please go get help, because you've got everybody around you. Like, you've got people that love you and depend on you and need you to be healthy. Like, you've got kids and grandkids that need you. I don't care what you've been through, how hard it's been, how much you've been hurt, how tough. Alcohol's not the answer. It's not the answer. It's not the way to bathe your problems, because guess what? You're going to wake up the next day, they're going to be there. So I want to encourage you, find something else. Get help. Go talk to someone. Because the binge drinking is not the answer. It's going to take your life quicker than you can imagine. You're going to die earlier than you should. Statistics say, okay? Not that I'm saying that over you, but that's what the stats say. And we want to see you live. We want to see you thrive. We want to see you do great. Your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids, they need you here. We need you here. There's only one you. Nobody else. There's nobody else but you. Nobody has the same hair on their head. Nobody has the same retina in their eye. Nobody has the same thumbprint as you. Like, we need you. So if you're listening, you struggle with alcohol, you struggle with drinking a lot, it's time to find something new. Let's binge on broccoli. Okay, let's get bloated and gassy, and we'll have a farty party. But let's get whatever we got to do. But let's get off the alcohol and get into a new vehicle so we can do something the right way and get your body healthy. That is what we have to do. This whole thing really needs to go to the next level, and only you can make that choice.
The ways to watch and listen. Check out our show page at asarx.com/experience.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
This episode is over, but check episode notes for links to products and services you've heard about on this episode. Thanks for listening and subscribing. Please share the AsaRx audio experience with others and stay in touch by giving us your comment or review.